Hi everybody, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts and Colossal Fossils. This is a Q&A episode, and this is going to be a YouTube episode of Prehistoric Facts. So let's actually get down to the questions, shall we? And start with the YouTube questions. So, Luke Slachter, who will win Acrocanthosaurus or Giganotosaurus? I would probably go with Giganotosaurus, because Giganotosaurus is a little bit bigger and probably has a little bit more powerful bite, but that one could actually go either way. But I would probably say Giganotosaurus on that one because of size. And Tarbosaurus or Tyrannotitan? I would go Tarbosaurus because Tarbosaurus is larger and also it's got a more powerful bite, got better senses, and able to actually have enough speed to actually be able to go get Tyrannotitan in a pretty good battle royale on that one. And then you got another one. Here's who would win, Daspletosaurus or Suchomimus? Daspletosaurus, hands down. More powerful bite, better senses, and probably got speed. And also Suchomimus probably will be a little bit more sluggish. Would actually be a little bit slower on lands. Since it's a specialist, it's probably going to be more likely to best Daspletosaurus when it's near water. But that's pretty much how it's actually going to go. Is that Daspletosaurus would actually probably be more likely to win. And is Megaraptor a pack hunter or not? We don't know. The thing is with pack hunting, it's very difficult to find. It's very difficult to actually get that type of information because behavior doesn't normally fossilize. So when you're actually talking about behavioral traits, you have to wonder if there's like multiple individuals of the same species actually found together. And with Tyrannotitan, I do think it has the capability to actually be a pack hunter. It's just that what would it actually be hunting? It would probably be hunting some of the Titanosaurs, of course. And if you're going to be hunting a Titanosaur, you need a little bit of help to actually take that animal down and that so forth. So I think Tyrannotitan can be a pack hunter. It's just that I think we just don't have the fossil evidence yet to actually say that it lived with multiple individuals. There was multiple individuals found in one site, because that's the only way you can actually determine that, is whether or not these animals did live together, like as a family unit, not like different types of individuals that are like nearly the same age actually cooperating with each other. It would probably just be more likely a family unit where you have juveniles and subadults, and then you got your adults, those sorts of things. So I think that's the only way you're going to determine if it's a pack hunter or not. And Patrick, this is Facebook questions this time. And so, what is the top running speed of Pachycephalosaurus? That is really difficult. Since it's small, it's kind of like a small to medium-sized dinosaur. I would probably actually say it's probably going to be a little bit closer towards between 25 and 30 miles per hour, because the only defense that it actually has is probably using that dome head if it has to, but I don't think it's actually going to be using that. I don't think it's going to be using that dome head to actually injure a Tyrannosaurus Rex. A juvenile, yes, but a adult, not so much. So I would say that it's better defense against predators to just be running away. It's not really going to be using that dome head that much to actually ram predators. It could, it's just that it probably won't be able to. It probably would be the last line of defense if it was cornered, that sort of thing. Because when you have animals that are actually cornered and actually are fear for their life, they will fight back, those sorts of things. But I think with top speed between 20 to 25, probably between 20 to 30 miles per hour, probably around there. And Benjamin from Hong Kong, you got multiple questions here. Why was Torosaurus famous in Walking with Dinosaurs? Well, probably it was probably more likely that maybe scientists were actually kind of thinking like, maybe let's try to use a different ceratopsian to actually put in just other than Triceratops. I mean, even though Triceratops did show up in walking with dinosaurs. It was just mainly a carcass. But when you actually talk about Torosaurus, it's not as like famous as Triceratops, but it's actually kind of in that it's starting to become famous because of Jack Horner saying that Torosaurus was a adult Triceratops, but that is totally debunked. But yeah, but that is pretty much I think that's probably one of the reasons why that Torosaurus was actually in Walking with Dinosaurs, because scientists needed some different type of ceratopsian that was around at that time, 66 million years ago, to actually say that like there was another ceratopsian out there besides Triceratops. Let's actually put Torosaurus in there. And let's see, is Euplocephalus the most famous of all armored dinosaurs? Not technically. If you actually try to figure out which ones are actually the most famous, the first one that comes to mind is Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus would actually be the most famous of the armored dinosaurs. Euplocephalus would probably come in second place. But you can actually say that Euplocephalus is one of the best known armored dinosaurs, because there's been enough skeleton material that has actually been found to actually know that like what it looked like in terms of its like body design and that sort of thing. But in Ankylosaurus, there's not a lot of skeletal remains. You got a skull, you got a tail club, you got some scutes, but I have no idea if there was ever a nearly complete skeleton of Ankylosaurus that was found. So if anybody can let me know if there was a nearly complete skeleton of Ankylosaurus that was found. If not, then maybe there hasn't one been found yet. But yeah, I would say Ankylosaurus is actually more famous than Euplocephalus. Is Camarasaurus the smartest of all sauropods? That is too difficult to answer because we do not know that type of answer, and so I think determining intelligence is very difficult with extinct animals. I mean, yeah, you can look at brain size, but usually it's too difficult. I'll just leave it at that. It's just too difficult to tell. And who would win, Modelophisaurus or Guanlong? Now, Modelophisaurus is a medium-sized theropod that lived in the early Jurassic period. And its like most famous feature is like this kind of like bumpy crest on its snout. And of course, Guanlong is an early tyrannosaur, part of the Proceratosauridae, because it's got a crest on its snout, a much thinner crest than Modelophisaurus, and it's smaller than Modelophisaurus too, because Guanlong can get between 4 to 6 feet long, whereas Modelophisaurus can actually be probably around between 10 to 20 feet long, and so that's actually a pretty dramatic amount of size that you're actually looking at there, because Modelophisaurus is actually double the size of Guanlong, double or triple the size of Guanlong, and so I'll probably say Modelophisaurus would actually win that one, because first and foremost, what is a Guanlong actually going to do against something that's like twice the size of it? You know, does it need to have somebody? Does it need a little bit of help? Or if it's a one-on-one battle, Modelophisaurus has got one thing going for it, is that it's basically its size, and also one bite would actually pretty much be the end of Guanlong. It would not be a very powerful bite. It would not be like a bone-crunching bite. It would actually just be more likely that the teeth would be large enough to actually inflict a lot of injury on a Guanlong, and so I'd probably go Modelophisaurus on that one. All right, that's it for now, and then in the next episode that I'll be doing is a Facebook Live video tomorrow, and there'll be a reaction to a paper that came out not too long ago. And so you guys can actually check that out on Facebook on Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually can check the videos out that I've actually posted. And if you don't have Facebook, I understand that. That's fine. That's just pretty much which kind of social media platforms you actually like to be on and all that sorts of stuff. But next YouTube video would actually be a special episode, and I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'll be talking about on Facebook, and also and probably I'll send a comment on YouTube so that way you guys can actually know which one I'll actually be doing. And they'll be coming from this video. There'll actually be a comment on this video, so stay tuned for that. And you can still send me questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochris71@gmail.com, or just go to the Facebook page, of course, like the page. You can actually post your questions in the comment section or on the wall, and you can send me 2 to 3 questions in one comment or post, and that way I can see that. And YouTubers, you can actually post your questions in the comment section, and just remember, keep your questions short to the point. Don't send me a bunch of questions at once, because otherwise I can't read them all, and probably some of the others that you probably sent me will probably get answered on another Q&A episode. And so, but anyway, so all YouTubers, feel free to do that, and also like and subscribe to the channel Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris, and so that way we can reach 300 subscribers. So let's actually reach that goal. Let's get to 300 subscribers. Share the videos, share it to like other forms of social media, or otherwise you can email them if you want, that sort of thing. So feel free to do that. And also, you can follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. That's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there. Also, take care of people around you, and also to younger people out there, to make sure listening to your parents, your teachers, and guardians. It's the best motivation you could have for a good education. It's very important to have good education. So with a good education, get a good job in the future. And let's all thank the first responders and also the doctors and nurses that are doing everything they can to actually make sure that everybody is staying healthy. And also in this kind of time, they need all the love that they can get. They can get. If you got friends or family or somebody that that is actually a doctor, a nurse, or a first responder, send them some love, because they all need it at this kind of time. All right, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.